I've got to tell this story. And the reason why I have to tell this story is because I want to tell you about what's possible. And if I don't share this story, then the only stories that are out there are the other stories, like what's on the news or what's in the movies or what's on TV. There's stories that aren't telling you what's possible. I want to tell you what's possible. What's possible is that you can take any position in life and you can take that position and leverage that position into where you want to be with your life. And leveraging is all about using the tools that you have to be able to grow into something bigger. So my dad was in Romania. Well, the whole family was in Romania. Okay. The whole family was in Romania in 2010. And we were wandering around and we stayed at this hotel. And my dad went up for a walk. And he was gone for like an hour or something. And my mom and I were sitting around the hotel room and we were wondering where my dad went because, we're in the middle of Romania. We didn't think anything, bad would happen, but we were like, where is my dad? What's going on? So he finally comes back. Maybe he went to the post office or something. I actually don't remember. But anyway, he came back after about an hour. And he says, guys, you have to come with me. Come with me. And we were like, what? He's like, come on. So we follow my dad. He walks down the street, walks down another street, walks down another street. We're like, where is he going? What's going on? He turns into this tiny little courtyard, goes in. We go into the school. And there's this kid. I mean, I'm a kid too, because this was 2010. But there's this kid that's sitting at a piano, just like brilliantly playing piano. And he was like, this is Johnny. You need to meet Johnny. And so I said, okay, hey, Johnny. So he's sitting at the piano, he's playing, and I do my little beatboxing. I was like, and Johnny's playing piano. And we take some photos, take a little video on the little Canon digital ELPH, the cutting edge technology of 2010. And that was it. Cool. So Johnny said, how about you join us for dinner tonight? So nice. And then he and his sister took us out to eat. Then he said to me, hey, how about we go to a club tonight? I'll drive. I said, sure. So I went with him and his sister. He didn't drink. He just sat there like this the entire time. And I'm talking to his sister, beautiful girl. Talking to his sister, we're drinking. And I'm just chatting it up, having a great time. I have a girlfriend at the time. So I really am like, she's very beautiful. Johnny's just like being very supportive, like, oh yes, I want you guys to talk and hang out. So we're in the back seat of the car. Johnny's driving, and I'm a little drunk. I get a little flirty. I put my arm around her. I'm just like, oh, it's nice to meet you. Stuff. She puts her hand on my leg. I'm like, I got a girlfriend. This girl is super beautiful. Also, my man is in the front seat driving. Like, how is this okay? How is this okay? This is too good to be true. This has to be a setup, man. Who's this nice? That he would be like, I'm gonna chauffeur you and you can just hang out with my sister in the back seat. I was like, nah. I was like, if I didn't have a girlfriend right now. So then, that's it. Went back home to New York. I lived in Connecticut at the time. Went back home to Connecticut. And so I'm sitting around Connecticut, not doing much for the summertime. Johnny and his sister write an email to my dad saying, hey, we're going to come to visit. So they came to Connecticut. We played beer pong in my kitchen. They were visiting. We shot like a silly little commercial where I put Ray-Bans on them and then I filmed them and we made it like a James Bond like Ray-Ban trailer. I was doing all sorts of like fun videos and trying to make commercials at the time. And so yeah, once again, there was definitely a lot of flirting with me and Johnny's sister, and I did not handle that situation properly because I still had a girlfriend at the time. But I appreciate that we are still cool and we can still hang out. And that there's no hard feelings, even though I definitely was like flirting for no reason. I probably led her on extremely. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, anyway. So Johnny goes to Portland to visit his family, and then he comes back. And that was it. I mean, I keep saying that's it, but the story continues. So the next part of the story is that I think a year later, it's summertime, 2011, and America and I are sitting around New York City, and we're like, where are we going to find anyone that we can work with? Because there's just so much stuff to do, and we don't know any cameramen. So we get an email from my dad saying, Johnny is coming to America. And I'm thinking, okay, I didn't know that he did cameras at all. So he said, I won the visa lottery, and I'm coming on October 22nd, 2011. And Amric and I started thinking about, oh, maybe this could be the guy that we've been looking for. Like, let's write him an email and see. Turns out Johnny shoots weddings in Romania. Now, fast forward 11 years, Johnny and Amric and I have all been business partners for 11 years now. And I'm telling you this story to just tell you what's possible. What's possible is that you could go for a random walk in a country across the world where you don't know anybody. And as long as you're open to the present moment and exploring, and just you feel like, oh, I'm going to look out for something that's interesting to me. Because what happened is my dad was walking down the street and he hears somebody playing piano. And he just walked into whatever place that was. It was a school. And he just said, hi, I'm a pianist and I'm from America and this sounds cool. And I want to share this story because it doesn't matter what situation you're in. My dad didn't pay money. He didn't have money. He wasn't well known. It was just like he was just paying attention. And by paying attention, that's the currency. The attention is the currency. And he spent his currency on something that interested him. And that became the reality of being able to have a great friend, a great business partner, and create this huge company and legacy that we've been a part of. I mean, we worked for the biggest clients with the highest reputation, huge money, celebrities, everything. And all from someone just walking down the street and just paying attention and just doing something that they felt inspired by. And that's what's possible, is that in any position you're in, if you're broke, if you don't have a girl, if you don't have a place to live, if you have a job that you don't like, as long as you pay attention to the stuff that you are inspired by, as long as you pay attention to the possibilities and try to always just investigate and discover and peel back the layers of what am I looking for? What's interesting to me? What do I find enjoyable? Where's the passion? What's my joy? As long as you peel back those layers and you get to the core of it, and for that, my dad, it was music. As long as you peel back those layers, you will always find new opportunities. You will always make situations work. You will always discover things that seem like, a blessing. Really just things that open up and allow you to be grateful. And I have so many stories like that in my life. I want to share them with you because I want you to know what's possible. No matter what situation you're in, you just have faith and move in accordance with the thing that you know to be true, which is that you're capable of anything. I love you so much, and see you next time.